Good evening all and welcome to another video on All Hail the Ale. It's Saturday night, which means it's craft beer night, and we're going for a big beer tonight. It's from Vocation. It's this one. It is the mint chocolate stout that's barrel aged, and I say it's a big one. It's 12.2% ABV. It's 4 units in this little 330ml bottle that cost me a fiver in Tesco's. And it says on the back of the bottle that it's a luxurious mint and bittersweet flavours give way to a sophisticated after dinner style dark chocolate, enhanced by barrel aging over 9 months in bourbon. They missed a trick there. It should have gone 8 months after 8. Anyway, that's all I can tell you. That doesn't really tell you anything more. Is it any good? We'll find out. Just get it out and into a glass and see what we think. So, pouring into my Vocation glass, because it's rude not to. The pour is dark, relatively thick. That's not going to pour all of it. Well, that's your beer up close in a glass. Focus. No, not focusing today. Having none of it. But it's jet black. You can see nothing through it. You've got a lovely tan coloured head that is pretty tight and compact. On the fringes there is just a tiny hint of ruby. The tiniest hint is otherwise as black as they come, black as night, and on evidence of the swirl in the glass, pretty viscous. So it's a whiff. Does it smell nice? Okay. Not as much mint as I was expecting. I was expecting a fairly big hit based on what I've been reading. There is some, but it's subtle. I'm getting the chocolate and I'm getting kind of berry notes. It's real sweet. The bourbon is coming through as well. It's got that slight boozy hit on the back end of the nose. But no mint. No mint to speak of. It's got that chilling effect on the nose, but that's about it. Otherwise, it's a nice chocolate, bit of bourbon, bit of berry notes coming through, like I say. Generally, quite nice on the nose. So it looks fantastic. It smells interesting. Just not a lot of mint. Let's see what it tastes like. Cheers. It's thick. It's boozy. It's chewy. It's chocolatey. There comes a real woody note. The barrel aging is immediately obvious. But the mint, I'm struggling with it. It's there, but based on reviews that I've read, I was expecting a whacking great hit. Huge hit to the point where it was overpowering. But here it's really quite subtle and probably better for it. Like I say, you've got the chocolate coming through in a plum. The barrel aging, like I say, the woody notes, the bourbon is really kind of warming on the back end. The mint is subtle. It's a nice kind of cooling little bit of something in the background just to enhance the overall flavour. Didn't expect mint to work with bourbon, but there we go. It's nice. It's a real sweet hit up front that fades into that chocolatey goodness. It is like a berry, like berries and mint. Unusual, but it works. The bitterness is quite refined. It's very well balanced in that sense, to the point where you don't really notice it's there until you're looking for it. And when you're not looking for it, you're not missing it because it's not overly sweet. And the finish is warm, slightly roasty, chocolatey throughout. It is a really decadent beer. and it tastes very rich and luxurious. They're not lying. Yeah, I like that, and I'm surprised that I like it based on the reviews that I've read. So we're going to go to the scoreboard of joy, which does kind of indicate that maybe some of the reviews that I've read are from people who really dislike it, because we've had 3,000 check-ins with an average of just over 4, and 12 people I know with a slightly higher average than that. Pretty decent, 4.21. Yeah. I think it's like anything. You read reviews on the internet, and people generally only voice their concerns when it's bad or they don't like it. And occasionally you get the real fanboying. I'm guilty of it myself. But yeah, you either hear the good, the really good, or the bad. Not a lot of people who just enjoy it for what it is. So my scoreboard of joy, let's give it some. So we're going to top it off a little bit, just so we can revisit some of that glorious looking head. Maybe it's a bit thick to aggressively. I don't want to aggressively pour it. That'll do. Revisit the colour. Look at that head. Glorious colour. Beautiful, beautiful, deep jet black beer with just a touch of ruby. There's nothing to dislike about the appearance of that beer having a full point. The aroma, I was expecting more mint. However, it is an exercise in restraint. They could easily have overdone it. The mint is there, but it's really subtle. But you've got the barrel aging, you've got the chocolate and those berry notes that really work well. Like I say, exercise in restraint. It's very well done. I would like, though, a bit more of the roasted nature to come through, because it is a big 12.2% stout. And I like to have the impact of that coming through. I'm going to give it the 0.75. So I just want more strength of those roasted malts. Body, though, cannot fault at all. Thick as they come. Nice, soft, almost non-distinct carbonation. It's really suppressed by that body, giving it a point. Mouthfeel is wonderful on that beer. It's just unctuous. It coats the mouth. We'll have another little sip now. It's not too heavy, not too cloying. And we go on to the taste, which, again, I did not expect to enjoy because of what I'd read. And I know I shouldn't judge a book by its cover. And by that, I mean I shouldn't trust all the reviews I read. It's tasty. The chocolate is top-notch. The mint is subtle. The berry notes are good. The roasted malts are good. The booziness of that bourbon barrel aging is apparent. Nice woody note to that barrel aging. And it's not in-your-face boozy, as you would expect a 12.2% beer to be. Of course, it could have been if it wasn't so well executed. I really like it. It's having a point. And the finish. Again, much like the aroma, I want more of that roasted malt. It's balanced, it's chocolatey, and you get a little hint of that mint. But I want more roasted malt. So I'm going to give it the 0.75. Just because I want more. So that means it's got 4.5 out of 5 from me, which means it can't have the full bonus. But value for money. £5 a bottle for 330ml. I've paid more for less. I've paid more for the same. I've paid more for more. Not really sure the point of that, but £5 for a tasty 12.2% barrel-aged beer in your local Tesco is not to be sniffed at. So it's getting a value for money tick box. Buy it again? I didn't think I would, but I would. It's really, really quite pleasant, and total surprise that I enjoy it as much as I do. So yeah, so the mint chocolate stout barrel aged from Vocation has got 4.5 out of 5 with a buy again and value for money bonus. There we go. It's always a pleasant surprise when you find a beer that you like that you didn't expect to. And then again, I should have realised it's Vocation. They only do good beer. I've not had a bad beer from them yet. So there we go. Saturday night, so I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of this beer slowly at 12.2%. And we're going to say that has been the beer. I've been me. Those down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You've got your like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Use any combination of them as you wish. And I'll see you again soon for another one. Bye for now.